Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late October 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our stingers into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Aquarians. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here, my guide spirit team. Talk to me. What do we got for the Aquarius collective in late October? And as you can see, we're in the season spirit here. You get to have your cards read by a big old bumblebee. And yeah, let's see what energies, messages, and insights we can pull for you. So let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for the Aquarians. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. Let's get it going here. Let's get this oracle card out for my good friends. There we go. Thank you. All right, very daydreamy. I usually see this in water signs. It does pay everyone a visit from time to time, but to me, it's very Four of Cups-esque. It's extremely imaginative, a little daydreamy, which can be a good energy, especially for creativity. But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So as we can see here, there's two images. There's two ladies. They're both like little clown ballerinas. And one down here looks like she's taking a little nap, a little snooze. This one up here is walking on a tightrope. I personally believe the way I interpret this is this one daydreaming or dreaming about doing this. So for some Aquarians, maybe I have a bit of a future focus, like what's coming down the pipeline. What am I going to do here? How am I going to do this? Strategy, planning could be very important for a lot of Aquarians in this time with this card. But again, it's just very daydreamy. So watch overthinking, that you're not too trapped up in your head about something, because this card could do that sometimes. But I always say, like I mentioned a few seconds ago, about the creativity, having an outlet for these energies, especially if you have a lot on your mind, whether it's writing, art, you name it, just some sort of creative outlet, or it could even be physical activity. Because to me, this is an energy, especially with overthinking, that it's just pent up energy for whatever reason. So yeah, this energy could be pivoted to a good way, but we're just going to put her down right there. Again, some of you might just have a lot on your mind, but let's leave her over there. She could keep daydreaming. Let's get into tarot now. And I always say this first card here, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up here for Aquarius in late October. What's happening for my friends? It's Scorpio season. And yeah, while we shuffle this up and get ready to rock, let's talk about last week's reading. We're looking pretty positive, okay? So just know that that energy could really bleed over for a couple weeks. The reading was titled An Explosive Win. Lots of fire, air energy, lots of built up energy as well, but being put to really good use. I like the vibe I was picking up. So just know, been going through some tough things, energy could take a quick switch in a positive way, or something could turn for you. Okay, so we're going to see what energy shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. Let's get it going. 3 cards for Aquarius, please. What is going on in this Halloween season for my friends? What is happening? There we go. Oh, strategy, planning. So that future focus we were talking about a little earlier, we still have a lot of this fire energy showing up around you. Now, Aquarius, although you're the water bearer, you are an air sign. A lot of you probably already know this. So when I see fire energy showing up in your spread, I feel like this could be good for you, because Aquarius is usually pretty good with working with fire energy and fire signs in general. We have the Queen of Wands right next to this Two of Wands, so we have this really strong lead off. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's get one more out, and we'll see what's up. One more here for my good friends. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, I feel like for something, whether it is a situation or just in general, taking something easy should be like taking it nice and slow. Don't rush something. I'm kind of picking that vibe up already, but we got a bit of a mixed bag here. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into juicy, intuitive stuff. But at first glance, I'm looking down here. Again, this fire element leading us off here with the Two of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Now, fire in tarot can represent the realm of action. It's a material world type of vibe. It's what we do, it's how we act. There's a lot of plan-based energy. There's energies that could be affecting your confidence. So we'll have to look deeper, see if it's for positive or challenge. But then we have this little Five of Pentacles, which is kind of throwing off the vibe. So for some Aquarians, maybe certain things are going great, but there might just be a situation or something where it's like, oh, this is like a thorn in the side. Let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out, though, because again, I feel like it's mixed. There is some good energy here to be had. Position number one, the Two of Wands. So we see this individual, they're looking out at the horizon. Now, all twos in tarot represent partnerships, decisions, choices, being at a crossroads in life. And this card does link into that as well. I like to give this card a strategic vibe when I see the Two of Wands. I think of planning. So with that future focus we saw a little bit earlier for some of you, maybe there's just something, a goal that you want to reach or a situation that you want to go your way where you need to go step by step, plan it out, going in phases. I don't know why this energy is coming through. Now, if this isn't you, if you're cool, content, cool as a cucumber, when I see this type of energy, it could be someone you're linked to that's in the planning phases of something where they're strategizing. To me, this is a big strategy. This card also links to traveling. It also links to situations involving distance or a separation in the physical world. So we'll want to see what's up with this. Now, I always say every card has a positive and a challenge. The challenge of this Two of Wands, aside from all that strategy and the need for it, sometimes it could be inconclusive. It could be somebody that they don't know what to do or which way to go. It's like very up in the air. Now, moving to the center, we have the Queen of Wands. Beautiful vibe. So for a portion of you, maybe you have fire placements. Maybe you're linked to a fire sign yourself. So Aries, Leo, Sag, pardon me. And the Queen of Wands, it doesn't just have to be a person that you're connected to. I say that all queens represent the internal aspects of their suit. So remember, this is about action. This is a very fiery card. So to me, it's like energy building up. She's beautiful, sexy, confident type of energy as well. So there could be situations involving how confident you are in yourself or a situation in general. Usually she's extremely positive and it's an alluring type of energy as well. So I do like her. But when she shows up in reverse, as with all fire energy, it could be a little explosive, it could be a little unpredictable. I link her similar to like a femme fatale type of energy where like, okay, it looks good, but there might be something you need to watch out for underneath the surface here. But when I see the way the energy's flowing, this is okay. When we go to the Two of Wands into the Queen of Wands, it's like, okay, I'm feeling good about this. The back end is where we start to run into a bit of a speed bump here. We have the Five of Pentacles. Now, I'm going to split this in a couple different ways because I know all the Aquarians are watching this for different reasons. Of course, Pentacles could represent money, the material world, career, work, stuff like that, even the living situation. So when I see this card, it could be Spirit telling you like, hey, save up in this time, watch your budget, watch overspending, watch out for anything funky financial. Okay. When we're talking interpersonal relationships or generalized emotions, the Five of Pentacles is a feeling of being abandoned, tossed out in the cold. It could represent lonesomeness. It could be someone that's a little down and out. So you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got the planning, we got the confidence, and then boom, this situation, whatever it might be, comes along. Okay. I don't always like to go worst case scenario with these types of energies. So I want to see it because I do believe it's on a spectrum, but this could be a tough one. This could be a situation or a problem for sure. Okay. Because the way the energy is flowing, it's like, yeah, we're good. Boom, this pops up. So we'll definitely want to check into that. That could be a real cornerstone of the spread. But I want to dive deeper on all this Aquarius. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation. And I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Two of Wands. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Aquarius, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Two of Wands time. Let's see what's getting planned here. What is getting planned? Thank you. Death in reverse. Okay, don't get nervous about the death card. It does represent the zodiacal season we're in here, and I'm getting several different messages here. Okay, so just take them however they hit with you, if they do. The death card, again, Scorpio energy, Scorpio season. So for a lot of you, there could be a situation where you need to just like be very calm and cautious in the next couple of weeks. This could be spirit saying like, okay, well, the time will come, not quite yet. So just keep that in mind. We still have this energy of somebody planning something at this time. Okay, so just keep that in mind with whatever situations you're going through. I'm not feeling accidents. I'm not feeling happenstance. I don't think things are going to happen without actual purpose behind it. So just know there could be someone you're linked to. They might have something in the works. They might be planning some sort of action. But another thing I think of with the death card is it's cycles, it's karmic energy. In reverse, this represents a return. Okay, so for a portion of you, there could be a situation, whether it's someone planning on swinging back around or whether it's just something that happens in this time where it's like, okay, I'm looking to the future, but what if this happens again? What if this energy flares back up? So again, whether it's a person or a situation, there is the the possibility in this time of a flare up or something returning in a big way when this card is here. And I've been seeing that work its way through a lot of the zodiac. I feel like that happened for you a couple weeks ago as well. So that energy is still sticking around. It's our first little karmic vibe. But yeah, there's something here about like the time of strategy. Let's keep moving forward because maybe we'll get some action here. We're going to go in on that Queen of Wands. Then we'll get into the Five of Pentacles. What's happening? Why is that beautiful Queen of Wands here? Okay. Ten of Wands. Someone possibly trying to hype themselves up. That's a vibe here. Okay, now for some of you, if you've been going through a bit of a tough time, if you've been feeling a little drained, a little down and out, like, because when I see the Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands, to me, it's like, ugh, again, or it's like, oh, I'm tired, my energy's drained. So in this time, watch out for that. You might need to recharge the batteries in one way or another. You might need a little bit of a vacay or a vacation. I know it's not the classic vacation season here, but the Ten of Wands is a burdensome type of energy. You see the person carrying those sticks. So I feel this is where the energy goes. One, yes, this could be a warning about burning yourself out. For another portion of you, this could be someone that's like, okay, I don't care how hard it gets, I'm going to do what I have to do. But I'm still getting this vibe of someone like trying to hype themselves up. So if you're going through a hard time, maybe you need to be your own hype man or woman, right? Like really be confident in yourself, your abilities, and what you have coming up. Because yeah, the Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands, it's like I'm building up courage, or I'm building myself up. Okay. But I would watch the energy levels for sure. Now, this card can link into physical health and vitality. Especially watch out for areas like your neck, back, and spine whenever this card is here. But yeah, it's burdensome. Okay, so there could be someone you're linked to that's going through something quite heavy when this is here too. So a lot of messages are streaming through, my friends. We have a lot of messages streaming through. Let's go in on the Five of Pentacles. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is that Five of Pentacles in the mix for my Aquarians, please? And again, I mean, if this is somebody like planning, getting their courage up, let's see what that Five of Pentacles is about, because that's very possible. Thank you. Okay, King of Wands in reverse. So notice that in this spread, my friends, it is like all fire for the most part. Like, yeah, we got a little earth, we got a little water, but 4 of the 6 cards are fire element. So big fire sign connection. The King of Wands, aside from representing a person, you remember I said the queens, they represent the internal aspects of their suit. The king represents the culmination, but also control. Okay, so to me, on this back end, the Five of Pentacles and the King of Wands are reversed. This is someone that might be having a very difficult time regulating their feelings, especially if you're connected to someone that's really going through a difficult time or a difficult situation. This is someone that they just need to process it and work through it, because that's the vibe I'm picking up on the back end. Five of Pentacles, King of Wands. It's like, I can't help but feel this. I can't help but feel this way. That's just what's coming through my feelers right here. The King of Wands in the upright, yes, it's forward movement, forward momentum. Yeah, we're taking action. We're doing this. When it's in reverse, it's here, there, and everywhere. It's sporadic. And it can't quite control where it's putting its attention and intention when this is here. Again, I'm not saying it's you, but just also know this could be you feeling some things. And I mean, you might not know why you're feeling it to the extent you are, or you can't help yourself. That's just the energy that's coming up to me. 'So let's go through and do a quick little recap, then we'll get into the shadow card. Yeah, again, mixed bag type of vibe here. I don't feel like this is anything like too terrible, but if you look here in the box before we get into the shadow card, position number one, we're starting off with the Two of Wands and the Death card in reverse. So just like we saw a couple weeks ago, this is an energy that's planning on swinging back around. Another vibe I got here in Scorpio season, specifically the next couple of weeks. Calm, steady. There could be something where it's like, okay, you need to plan this out right. But I also get the vibe too, for some of you, if it's neither of those things, it's somebody that is trying to put a plan into effect. So it's like, no, that's not a mistake, or this is not an accident. There's like strategy behind something. Moving to the center, I have the Queen of Wands with the 10 of Wands in the upright. Watch your physical health and vitality, especially if you're feeling a little zapped or a little drained in this time. Maybe take a little time for yourself, do some self-care. I'm feeling a little stiff too when I see this, so just know you might be feeling a little stiffer than you normally do. But aside from that, I'm getting someone hyping themselves up. So if you're going through a bit of a tough time, maybe, hype yourself up, look at all the positive attributes of yourself and really get that confidence going. But this can also represent somebody that's like, I'm not stopping no matter what. I'm going to keep this train moving forward. Moving to the back end, I have the Five of Pentacles with the King of Wands in reverse. Like I said, this could be somebody that is having some feelings that they can't quite control, regulation issues when it comes to how they're feeling. Aside from that, it feels pretty rough, and this person can't quite help feeling the way they feel. Okay, so just know for some of you, it could be certain feelings and emotions that it's like, I don't know why I'm feeling this, but I am. So maybe you might need to explore that if that's you. So yeah, please take a screenshot of that if you want to look into it further, my friends. Let's see what's in the shadows here. So let's get a good shuffle for my Aquarians. What is in the shadows? And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end. 'Tis the season, right? Just to see whether it's something within you or something you can't quite see. Let's get one. It doesn't always have to be a challenge. And yeah, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. And thank you to them for picking out the costumes or helping me. Let's see what's happening. Let's get this shadow card out. Thank you. Hey, we got our good friend, the King of Cups, aka Kyle of Cups himself, looking a little funky in this rendition. Notice he has like that little tentacle beard going on. The King of Cups to me is usually a positive card, and especially when it's the shadows, but this kind of ties in with what we were seeing here on the back end, that Five of Pentacles, that King of Wands in reverse. King of Cups rules over emotional regulation and how someone's feeling. King of Cups could connect into, yeah, creativity. It could also be love in general. So for a portion of you, if you're specifically watching this or going through issues in love, romance, connections, you name it, interpersonal, this King of Cups is a lot of really strong, powerful feelings, okay? So there might be certain things that you have very, very strong opinions on in this time when we see the King of Cups, because it's very firm in its feelings and its opinions. But I will say this could be a very soothing energy, and it could be someone trying to get themselves together and try to even themselves out. But I think this can be seen as a benefit, but just know with that King of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, this is somebody that's feeling something really deep and they're not quite wanting to speak about it for whatever reason yet. So please take a screenshot of that too if you want to look into it further. Aquarius, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet though. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out my digital calendar for the month of October at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. But for the October subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments, hypothetically, if you had to get a tattoo of a tarot card, which one would you choose and why? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you again soon.